Yeah. So y'all ain't. So if y'all ain't got this book in your library, y'all need to get it. The Willie Lynch letter and making a slave. Get this book. You hear me? So before you can talk about anything, have this book on deck. You feel me? Because I'm about to. I want to actually prove a point right quick. Let me get to one of these. Let me get to this page right quick. Let me read this part to you. Let me read this part to you. Our expert warned us about the possibility of this phenomenon occurring, for they say the mind has a strong drive to correct and recorrect itself over a period of time. It can touch substantially or original historical base, and they advise us that the best way to deal with this phenomenon is to shave off the brute mentality, his history, and create a multiplicity of phenomena and illusions that each illusion will twirl in its own orbit, something similar to a floating balls in a vacuum. Now, let me reiterate what he said. Right now, these people understood that your brain had a natural ability to reprogram itself, to recorrect itself, right? So they understood that to break a slave, right, you had to take them away from their natural roots. You know what I'm saying? For them to become more dependent. But see, that particular section that I just read to you, it's talking about they calling what, you know, the brain recorrecting itself a phenomenon. You know what I mean? They don't understand how that, but they know that it happens, right? And this was a fear of theirs, and it's a fear to this day that black people will learn their history and come for that ass. You know what I'm saying? Everything you see got the same understanding in it. I posted a while ago about them putting, you know, in God we trust on their money, and putting, you know, the same, you know, ideologies and religions, because they don't want you to do to them what they have done to us. You know what I'm saying? So when they speak about creating what do you say? Multiplicity of illusions, they basically saying that we're gonna keep creating layers. So don't matter if you thought you was woke, it all ended up you gonna we gonna put things in place for you to walk into the track. Basically, we're gonna put things in it so we can walk in, like, so basically, our Christianity, Islam, Judaism, you know, all these different religious, you know, these religious systems were all put in place as part of illusions, right? Because they saying is, well, we know the brain got a natural way of reprogramming itself. But see, if we snatch their history up and tell them that they were Christian, or tell them that they were, you know, not native, or that they were African, or tell them that, you know, they can keep. That's why they said, you know, the illusion, the twirl on its own. That means that regardless of whatever you break out of, you're gonna put yourself right back into another indoctrination. That's what this man just admitted on this. That's what he was saying. So when you think about today, they know this is, because that one page, to me personally, tell you everything they put together and how it's still playing out right now. You follow what I'm saying? That shit speak volumes, because it don't matter. It don't matter what kind of, you know, religious background you think you from. They distorted history itself. So You can go back and try to find this and try to find this, and you put yourself right back in one of their, indoctrinations, because they told you they had to put multiple systems of illusion together because of the brain's ability to keep reprogramming and correcting itself. Right? So now you gotta ask yourself, all this shit that you coming in contact with, is you coming in contact with it because you actually found it, or is you coming in contact with it because they laid it out for you to find? You feel what I'm saying? This shit is a marathon. You don't just look up on, oh yeah, I'm from Africa because they said so. No, man, you look into everything. Because these motherfuckers on here, like, this shit, like, and this just one little page. They gave you the breakdown on what's going on today. But if you don't got this book, I suggest you get this ASAP. You know what I'm saying? I suggest you get this ASAP. You know what I mean? Because you got motherfuckers talking about, well, shit, slavery was how long ago? Bro, like, even motherfuckers with that ideology, that's an ignorant ass statement to make to me. Especially, for one, you can say it's 400 whatever years ago, but if that's the case, then why some of them same systems that this Willie Lynch nigga created still playing out today? He even say in his book that if you do this process right and making a slave, you'll be able to control them for 400 plus, maybe to 1,000 years. But since we know slavery ended already, why the fuck we still see the same divide? Why we still getting the same, shit he talked about was still going on right now? So miss me with that 400-year bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying read this shit and be like, yo, we on their head. Nah, man. It's literally just to get an understanding of what your ancestors had to go through. Get an understanding of the way. See, I was always on the impression that you gotta learn your enemy. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about just looking up culture. Nah, man. Learn your enemy, dog. Learn how them niggas move. Learn their psychology. Learn how they fucking move. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit is about. That's what reading, that's what knowledge, that's what all it's about. It's about learning. Learning your enemy and devising a plan off of what you gathered. You see what I'm saying? Don't just be running into shit. Oh yeah, I read a book about this and now I want to go ahead and do that. Nah, bro, that's not how it's game played. These motherfuckers reading this shit tells you how much these niggas knew about you than you knew about your damn self. You hear me? These niggas was doing black magic back. Show this Willie Lynch letter. This nigga wrote this shit. He came to this plantation at fucking, 1712? You know what I'm saying? He started pushing this agenda and this scientific idea that experiment he was doing. 1712. You feel me? So, yeah. This shit run deep, my nigga. It ain't about no goddamn going to war, man. Fuck that. We been at war. If you want to be technical, bro, we been at war. You hear me? We been at war. The reason why women hated each other, why all that shit here. You wanna know why women y'all can't y'all seem to hate your own kind? This will tell you right here. Same with men. They taught you to hate yourself. So when I be saying that shit, I ain't talking about it from my personal standpoint on it, man. I'm talking from what this nigga said about him goddamn self. This nigga said it out his own mouth. He the motherfucker that wrote the letter. I'm just giving you back what was missing. See, my whole point is, when I research and I go into history, bro, I'm proving that you can return back to your royalty. You can return back. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they're afraid of. You returning back. He admitted it on this fucking page right here. This nigga, this one little section, they admit by you relearning yourself will return you back to your warrior spirit, bro. They admitted that part to you. So, all you niggas partying, going to clubs and whatever the fuck, by all means, bro. By all means. Me, personally, I ain't gonna play. See, this is about playing the game. You hear me? Educate, devise a strategy. Learn, bro. Learn your enemy, nigga. This ain't a black and white thing. You know what I'm saying? It's good versus evil. These motherfuckers, this nigga here, man, this an evil motherfucker, bro. You hear me? He came over here with a fucking, yo, niggas was breeding. They was breeding us like we was fucking animals, bro. You hear me? This nigga admitted in this book that race don't even exist. They admitted in this, race don't exist. He said, because in the mix of this, he said, yo, multiplicity, creating illusions, right? So you read this book, they're going to tell you how they mixed their blood with our blood. They kept doing that. They kept doing that until the shades got lighter and lighter. You hear me?